I've been studying customer experience for over 15 years, and I was a practitioner like you at a Fortune 100 company, a chip maker, a tech company, and I know what it feels like to be a practitioner. It is hard. And I remember at the company that I worked at, they used to say, when things go wrong, don't look up. Don't look up. Fix it yourself. And I always hated that because we live in such complicated times that require transformational leadership. Have you ever had a good boss that made your day amazing every day at work? You'll never forget that amazing boss. And bosses matter. So I always hated that don't look up mentality. And I remember my first day of work at this Fortune 100 tech company because I got there and met my boss. Her name was Barbara, and I met Barbara at the elevator, and we got into the elevator, and in the corner was a gentleman standing there who happened to be one of the key leaders at the company. And Barbara started looking nervous. She started looking down at her feet, getting really shy. And he was very polite. He greeted us. He left. He got out of the elevator on the second floor. And when the elevator doors closed after him, she said, "Blake, do you know who that was?" And I said, "No, who was that?" She said, "That was the general manager." She was so nervous because of his status at the company. But what happens when we're afraid to talk to our fellow employees? What happens when we have a fear culture, when we can't approach senior leaders? We don't talk. In the most customer-centric companies in the world, anyone can talk to anyone. There's not this fear culture. Today requires transformational leadership. The traits that you see in front of me in all of my research, these are the 5 key traits that to me shape the most customer-centric leaders in the world. They are approachable, they are neighborly, they have good judgment, they're problem solvers, and they have a consistent say-do ratio. They do what they say they're going to do. If you are a CEO of a big company, and you want your employees to care about customer experience, they're all watching you. You have to talk about it, care about it, and then show your behaviors that match that caring. And so no matter what your position is at the company, if you say you care about customer experience, but then you don't in your behavior make the customer's life easier and better, you tend to be more product and internally focused rather than customer focused. That's a really big problem. And the most competitive companies don't leave leadership development up to chance. They operationalize leadership development into how they onboard and train leaders. And you could think about onboarding or orientation experience. What was it like? Do you remember talking about customer experience? The best companies are not simply hiring executives from top companies and saying, do what you did there over here. They are building their own customer-centric leadership strategies. They are training leaders into their customer-focused way of doing business. And it is that constant commitment to investing in your people, to showing them, here's how we do customer experience well. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it feels like. That is what matters.